For years, they laughed at Daniel. Not openly, not cruelly, just enough to make him feel small. They said he was slow, that he lacked ambition, that he depended too much on others. But when the court file was finally opened, everyone realized something terrifying. Daniel had never been useless. He had been used. Daniel was the kind of person people underestimated easily. He was soft-spoken. He avoided arguments. He never tried to dominate conversations. In meetings, others spoke over him. In family decisions, he was consulted last, if at all. In any dispute, he was always the one expected to compromise first. People mistook his calm for confusion, his kindness for weakness, and Daniel learned early on that correcting them only made things worse. So he stopped explaining himself. He simply let them believe what they wanted. When Daniel's older brother started a small logistics business, the entire family celebrated. It was a source of pride, a symbol of success. But when the business started to struggle, when the initial excitement wore off and the harsh realities of running a company set in, all eyes turned to Daniel. He was asked to help out temporarily, just for a little while, they said, until things got back on track, but temporary soon became permanent. Daniel found himself handling the endless mountains of paperwork. He covered unpaid balances with his own savings. He signed documents he was told were just formalities, pieces of paper that meant nothing. Every time a seed of doubt sprouted in his mind, every time he asked a question, he was met with the same reassurances. Trust us, Danny. This is family. We look out for each other. You don't need to understand everything. Just sign here. So Daniel trusted. And that trust would end up costing him years of his life. Inevitably, the business collapsed under the weight of its own mismanagement, and when it did, a scapegoat was needed. The blame, heavy and suffocating, needed a direction. It found Daniel. Suddenly, the narrative shifted entirely. He was no longer the helpful younger brother. He was irresponsible. He was careless with money. In fact, he was painted as the sole reason everything had failed. The whispers started, then grew into loud accusations. Friends who once clapped him on the back stopped calling. Relatives who had praised his loyalty now spoke cautiously around him, their words laced with suspicion. Opportunities he once had quietly vanished. Throughout all this, Daniel didn't defend himself. Not because he couldn't, but because he knew no one was really